Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer Perry with my scrap room, and we are going to be continuing with the Jack papers and the Jack Workshop Your Way. I'm just going to take a moment and get everything situated so that we can see what we've got. I went ahead and did something a little different that I haven't done in the past. And I went ahead and pre-cut, oopsie, this is still framed, yeah. I went ahead and pre-cut all the papers and did a little bit of extra embellishing I need to show you. Let me get these separated out real fast. Okay, so this one is going to be 4x6, 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 3x4, 4x6, and 3x4. Okay. Set this one aside. So what I did is, first off, I remembered to make the photo cards in advance, so that is done. I did all of the cutting, and then I did one of my signature moves. I went ahead and in your kit, if you're working with the Workshop Your Way Jack papers, in your kit you have a full packet of twine. What I did is I went ahead and stitched my borders. There we go. This is not in the workshop. This is something that I did on my own. If you look on the back, there we go. If you look on the back, there's my stitches and there's how I tied it all down. The other thing that I did that is not part of the workshop is I did a little bit of mixed media. I did some, and it's got a different color in here because I wanted you to be able to see it. I took some of the Whisper ink and mixed it with just a little bit of water in a mini sprayer. This one I think is, and this sprayer is cranberry because I was working with a different kit. And I just very lightly sprayed the paper and then set it aside and let it dry. So those are the two things that I did that are not listed in your kit. So where are we going? 2 inches from the bottom. Okay. So first off, we're going to measure so we know where we're going. And this first piece, I'm going to use this because it's got the stitching on it and it's going to be a little bit harder to hold down. So I'm going to use my score tape. If you missed the Jack layout 1, this is layout 2. If you missed layout 1, I'm going to link it in the comments below, or in the box below. I'm going to link it so that you can go backwards. But I'm trying to keep these videos shorter for you and make them a little bit more enjoyable than watching me cut every single thing that we do and watching every single little step. So I'm just finding my little mark spot there, lining it up and putting it across. Then the next one is going to be this sheet. If you would like the instructions, sorry, I'm looking for my runner here. If you're looking for the cutting guide for this particular kit, you're going to go to my scrap room. You're going to go to shopping. And then once you're in shopping, you go to the kits tab. And in the kits tab, you're going to go to Jack. Now when you pull up the Jack paper, right underneath where it says like add to cart is going to be a little link that says cutting guide. Click that cutting guide and it downloads to your computer. And from there you'll have all the cutting instructions for the kit that I am doing. And then we're going to do this. But as you can see, this goes together very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. I think this may be the last kit that I do for a while, directly from the Workshop Your Way. In August, I'm going to debut sorry, wrong one. In August, I'm going to debut our new pattern book or how-to book. And I think I'm going to take a few of those designs and videotape them. Oh, that was a bad cut. Oh well, it works. I'm good with it. And scrapbook with those designs out of that book. And of course I'll give you the links and the page numbers for those when I do them. The other thing that I'm going to do is I am getting ready for a retreat. And I'm considering taking my video camera with me to retreat and videotaping the layouts that I do there and then doing like a voiceover. Okay, I'm not going to do the pretties just yet. I'm going to go ahead and put the other layout together, and then I'll put the pretties on at the same time. Now the one thing you have to be careful of with this paper is make sure you've got the, you notice the axes are all going one direction, so make sure you've got them all going the correct direction. And again, we're going to start 2 inches from the bottom. And again, I did the same thing on this one. I did my stitching, I did my misting with the Whisper ink. And all it is, and I forgot to tell you this earlier, is it's just our re-inkers. I take the water, put it in the sprayer, and just put 2 or 3 drops of the re-inker right into the sprayer. And use it that way. Now I recently purchased, I've never used them before, in fact I haven't used them yet. I recently purchased a set of Tim Holtz ink stains, because during the retreat I want to play around with them. I've never used them before. I don't know if I'll like them. I've always used our re-inkers and the little mini misters. But I thought, you know what? I want to try it. I want to see what it does. So if I videotape at the retreat, you'll probably see those. But for this application right here, I used Whisper ink and a mini mister bottle and just some water. Because I wanted it to have a little bit more, you know, it's supposed to be, the pages, the title is supposed to be Happy Camper. I don't know about you, but I've never been camping that it was clean. And to me, the cuts just looked a little too clean for a camping trip. So I wanted to jazz them up a little bit, or dirty them up a little bit. So that's what I did. We actually just came home from a camping trip yesterday afternoon, and it was fabulous. There were so many kids in the water that we were joking we could walk completely across the lake, and it's going to sound horrible, but we could walk completely across the lake just by stepping on children's heads and never get wet. We didn't, because they were little, and you know, parents wouldn't like that, but we gave it some serious consideration. But the water was fabulous. I did have a fish nibble on me. It wasn't the most pleasant thing in the world. Kind of scared the baloney out of me there for a second, but he was just a wee fish. It didn't take me long to get back on my floaty, let's put it that way. I'm just going to add some of my score tape on this piece because it's going to be going over the stitching. And I want it to have some good adhesion. This is going to be 1.5, so about there. I'm just eyeballing this one. The instructions say 1.5 from the edge, but again, I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, so this one's going to go there, and I need to adhere this one. Okay, so you go there. And you go here. Like so. And that leaves room for journaling. This area here is supposed to be for journaling. Alright, let me show you a new product that I just found, and I'm using it in conjunction with an old product of mine. So this is my normal liquid glass, and if you see I labeled it liquid glass, but the problem that I was having with my liquid glass is it would get clogged and I would have to keep snipping the nozzle to get it to flow again, and then it wasn't a fine line at that point. Well, I found this bottle, and if you notice there is a needle in the cap, and then it has a needle point. I don't know how well you can see that, but it has a needle point, and this needle goes into the cap like that, and then it screws shut and it stays clog free. Now you buy the bottle empty, and I've tried several different stores, and to be quite honest with you, the only place I found it was Amazon. If you are in my Facebook group, there is a link directly to it in my Facebook group. And I always leave a link to my Facebook group down in the comments. But that bottle is making using my liquid glass so much nicer. So I wanted to share that tip with you. Because sometimes when you're having to argue with your adhesive, it's not fun anymore. And I frankly don't like arguing with my adhesive. So first thing we're going to do is it wants this here. We're going to do that first to get it lined up. Okay. Then it wants the bear. So we'll use my travel bottle. This is the one that I'm taking to retreat with me. And obviously I'm going to have to just store these upside down. Okay, so see how fine that line is? That's how the other one does too. And it's just to kind of give you a little bit of extra traction with the dimensional chipboards. Oh, I got some on my finger. It dries clear, so if you get some on your finger, don't worry, because you won't be able to see it when it dries. We're using the I Woke Up This Cute sticker. And you don't need much, you just need a tiny, tiny bit. just to kind of get it going. I'm going to set this one aside for just a moment. I still need to put the dots on it. I'm going to move over to this other one real fast. So I will be putting more liquid glass in my fine line bottle because I have air in it evidently, and it won't flow. Okay, so this guy goes here. Kind of goes here. I'm just very gently putting my dimensional elements in. Tell you what, I'm enjoying being able to use my liquid glass without it clogging. That really has been a problem that I've had in the past. That has always bothered me about the liquid glass. It's a superior product, in my opinion. It just had clog issues. Okay, so we're going to pull these back over, and I'm going to get my black and white dots, because this kit comes with a full pack of black and white dots. It comes with a full pack of complements, and I'm just going to start laying these out where I think they need to go. And I'm just putting them willy-nilly. I'm making little clusters of 3. Maybe. And one more. Okay, that's good. Okay, let me give you some close-ups, and this is layout 2 of the jack papers. And I apologize for the lighting today, guys. Outside doesn't know if it wants to be cloudy or if it wants to be sunny. And I'm just trying to film the best way I can today. If I tried to hold off until we get a great day, I would never get these done. So this is layout 2 of the Jack Workshop Your Way. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, my Facebook link is going to be in the comments below. The link to layout 1 so that you can complete that layout is going to be in the comments below. And until next time, happy scrapping. Bye-bye.